Hey guys, this is Shorty. Welcome back to my Uncharted 4 Survival Mode Crushing Difficulty Solo 30 Stars video series. This is stage 7 called Sunken Ruins. It's another non-boss stage with some tricky waves and a treasure hunt in the beginning. Let's jump right in. As always, we want to take a quick look at the loadout, which is very important here, because we have a hard wave, a melee headshot only wave with armored people. And for bad aimers like me, this is pain. So, Enhanced Radar 2, as always. Gear Master 3 is so good here. Prizefighter 3 for the melee wave. Quick Healer 1, very important point. And Deadeye 2 for the remaining points and some additional headshot damage. The first wave is a treasure hunt. And I consider it the most difficult treasure hunt in the game. Because of two things. First of all, you have to do some balancing over balustrades here to get all the treasures. And the second is you have to kill some enemies actually. If you just run right through it and pray you don't die, that won't work. You will die 9 out of 10 times, and this is a bad quota. Go through this building and start from here. Climb up the bridge and roll back. When you go up the wall here, you will face some enemies. In this case it's one, but it can be more. Kill them all. Just shoot them. Get up here, and there's the first balustrade. Climb up and jump. You have to jump in order to collect the treasure in the air. Go over here and try not to die. I know it's hard. Usually you can kill 3 enemies up to here. That's the third one. Jump. And that's a tricky one. Jump and turn around. Right after you press your jump button, turn around. You will collect the treasure in the air, but you won't jump down. Same as here. So, circle around. Elena died, by the way, it doesn't matter. And the second balustrade. And the third. Just climb up and jump. You will get all the treasure. I got really lucky here, by the way. And now it's getting easy. You have some cover. There are no difficult jumps left. If you make it to here, you're fine. Try to memorize my path. As always, you will need a bit of practice, but eventually it's super easy. There are 2 jumps left. This one can be a bit tricky if you don't collect all the treasure, but this one is easier. Don't forget those 2 here, and then jump back over to the middle. And this is a 206. We don't have Speedy G here. With Speedy G I can do this in 150, but we don't need that perk, we need other perks. So it's fine. 206 is a good time. Get your M14, as always, and then go over here to that building. The next one is a siege wave, and it's a hard one. They will flood your building with armored guys, and you can be overwhelmed pretty fast. What you have to know is that this window here is the main objective. Try to kill as many as possible before they reach your building. They will come from the back entrance too, but it doesn't really matter, since they don't approach you. They take cover and shoot at you, and, well, it's not that important. You do not want them in melee range, since they drop these Indra slow zones and they drop Eldorado spirits that damage you, like this one. It's a complete fail that he got up here. Shouldn't have happened. And grab those pump guns, those golden ones. They can be very handy in certain situations. And always keep track of the minimap. This is your best asset to evaluate the situation. To be honest, there is no perfect way to deal with this wave. You just wanna roll around, avoid damage, deal damage, and even if you die, your teammate can resurrect you. If your teammate dies, resurrect him or her. And yeah, deal with the enemies. At some point, there will be a brute, and you have to take care of him before he reaches this building. If you manage to come up here, you're done, but, well, you have a lot of time. If your NPC dies, like Elena did here, just go full risk and resurrect her, because you need the bullet sponge. You can't survive this without her taking half the damage. Another thing is the El Dorado spirits. Their travel range is limited, so if you shoot someone and he's not exactly in melee range, he is like 10 feet from you, try to roll around, and sometimes the spirit doesn't reach you and you won't get damaged. There's the brute. He will always come from the back door. Finish him as quickly as possible. Preferably with a headshot for the extra money. And yeah, money can be very useful here since we want to buy some stuff later on. And reset your health every now and then, because dying is not that good. And if you die, try to crawl out of the indoor zones, because if your teammate starts the resurrecting while he or she is in such a zone, it will take like ages. That was the first hard wave, and now the second is coming up. I'm rebuying my M14 here, since I didn't find the place to kill myself. I don't know, maybe you know something, just kill yourself, it will save some money. But the next wave is the headshot and melee only wave, and this is the worst wave in the game. I just raged. That's, by the way, the position for the next 3 waves. You will start every wave from here. And yeah, try to deal as many headshots as possible. I'm very bad at this. This was one of my better tries, but I hope you are better at aiming with the gamepad. I am a complete... I don't know. I come from a PC and I aim with mouse and keyboard, and I got better over the course of the series, but, well, I'm still shitty as hell. The thing you want to focus on is mainly dealing headshots in general, but first of all, shooting off the helmet of these armored guys, because when they come back here, and they will eventually, unless you're some kind of aim god, then you have to melee them, punch them to death. And that only works if they don't have helmets. If there's one guy with a helmet back here, you are in a lot of trouble. You can't even punch the little guys, because he will just one-hit you. So try to keep them at bay and try to shoot off these helmets. And since time is of the essence here, you have a huge advantage if you're good at aiming. I think this try might end with 7:30 on the clock or something like that. I once did 7 minutes. I think 7 minutes is fine. If you do 7 minutes and you properly execute the other 2 waves, you'll be in the clear. But with 7:30, I think I have 7 seconds left in the end. It can be hard. And it all comes down to this wave, because you can waste so much time here. Look at that. I fought for 20 seconds and I didn't achieve anything. Elena killed 1 here because... oh, there it is. Wow, 4 headshots in a row. Unbelievable. But I think most of you guys will aim better than I do with the gamepad, so don't be too afraid of this wave. Maybe it's easy. Maybe it's easy if you're good at aiming. And if you're close to death, just hide and regenerate. There, this guy shot me and he ruined my regeneration. This is why I die here. This is bad luck. But, well, 1 KO remaining. Just pick the weakest guy close to the water and kick him down. It's 7:40 actually. Yeah, this is a bad time. Try to aim for 7 minutes here. The next wave is a survival wave, a normal survival wave. And now Gear Master 3 comes into play. You couldn't use a grenade up to now, but now the grenades will shine. Rebuy your M14 or kill yourself if you find a spot where you can kill yourself, do it, and you will rearm for $0. And there we go. It's a long wave. It's 25 enemies and most of them are armored. Hold your position as long as possible. They will push you back eventually, but the later that happens, the easier the wave becomes. And use your grenades. It is unbelievable how many grenades I'm going to throw for the rest of this video. With the only armored guys as enemies and Gear Master 3, you have like dozens of them. But they will come close, and they will push you back. Just use your grenades. It doesn't matter if you bomb your teammate. He or she will fall down, but it doesn't deal any damage. And yeah, this is your last position for this wave. Try to contain them in this bookshelf area there. And don't die like I did here. Keep throwing grenades. It's still 13 to go. This is more than half. But they will all look for cover behind this crate there. And the grenades are amazing. At one point you will run out of bullets. Just go back to the arsenal and buy another M14. As I do here. When you do that, they're going to advance. They will push a bit out of there, and you have to gain your position back. You can do this a bit smarter than I did here. Just missing all my pump gun bullets and then almost dying here. But it's worth it to get another M14. And keep track of your minimap. I didn't see that guy here, and this is a big mistake. I could have easily wiped here. And then it would be all for nothing. So, just take a look at the red dots. There's one behind me, but he is on the ledge and he doesn't do much, so I'm focusing on these guys here. One remaining. Oh, this is so bad. I'm wasting like 15 seconds here. But eventually we did it. That was the longest wave. The next wave is a marked men wave. It's basically the same, but you only have to kill 8 individuals. Rebuy your M14. Buy as many grenades as you can. And if there's something left, buy Harbinger snipers. 1 or 2, it doesn't matter. Depends on how much money you have. That's optional. You don't need the Harbinger sniper, but it is on paper the better M14, so you can deal a lot of damage in a short time. The strategy is basically the same as in the last wave. You want to hold your position here as long as possible. And focus the marked men, since that's your objective, right? Use your grenades. They're going to stack up here. Grenades are so awesome. The payoff is quite good. The feeling When you play this and you throw a grenade or two and those hit like 4 enemies simultaneously, it just feels good. The game in general does a very good job in response. Headshots feel rewarding. For example, killing a brute with only headshots feels so amazing. And I shouldn't have done this. If the snipers come in, you want to peek for short times and then go back into cover, because they have Harbinger snipers. They just one-shot you. And I think it happens to me here a lot of times, 2 or 3 times, which is so bad. If they swamp you, just fall back to this point here, because there is no need to go risk the next mistake. I died again. Just stay in the cover. I think the main reason for my mistakes here is that I didn't have a lot of practice. It was my 6th time overall, and I got nervous because, yeah, it could be done. I realized it, and then I started to play bad. So there is much room for improvement here, and I think it can be done in like 12 minutes or something, or even faster. But there was no need for me to find that out. And this is it. The last one. I bombed him into cover, but eventually, yes, that's it. 13:03, 7 seconds before the timer. 3 more stages to go. Thank you guys for watching, and hopefully we see us in the next one. Bye bye!